Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another Devpro duel video. Next match, cross Banlist Cup. So the last group, Group H. So still 2 matches left here in the cup, at least, yeah, the first part of the cup. And then it's on to the top 16. So, yeah, Sylvans the match for today. Sylvans versus Lightsworns. Yeah, we already know that Sylvans is going on to the top 16 with 6 points. Since the next matchup is Dark World versus Legendary 6 Samurai. And it's one of those 2 decks that will move on to the top 16 as well. So yeah, the match here today is for Lightsworns. Are they ending up with 3 points or 0 points here in the group? So let's take a look at both deck lists. The first deck list is Lightsworns, pretty much one of the first and yeah, the first best deck lists from Lightsworns at pretty much full force, bar the JD. Of course, the Judgment Dragon was put to 2 back then, but we have triple Solar Recharge, triple Charge of the Light Brigade, 3 Honest, Cold Wave in the main deck, Beckoning Lights at 3. It's, yeah, it definitely was one of the early and best builds from Lightsworns. I think this was Jarrell Winston's decklist from back then. And then the second decklist is Sylvans. I think this is Patrick Hoban's decklist. But yeah, Sylvans basically had the advantage with triple Soul Charge and triple Emptiness in the main deck. Those were the MVPs for Sylvans. Pretty much Soul Charge. Triple Soul Charge is so disgusting here in the deck with those Lone Fire. You know, if you open with Lone Fire and Soul Charge, the combos, the fields that you can pump out is just ridiculous. So which deck has the advantage? I think Sylvans have the advantage with all of those power plays. Felgrants is definitely an issue for Lightsworn. Same with Emptiness. Emptiness is also a big threat for Lightsworn. So yeah, on the other side, Lightsworns do have the speed with triple charge, triple solo recharge, double JD, triple Celestia. Celestia is definitely not a card to underestimate, and Honest. Same with Honest. Honest at 3 and Beckoning Light to get it back is also something not to overlook. So yeah, let's hop into the first game. Alright, first of all, I think I get to start, yeah, playing with Sylvans. My opponent is playing with the Lightsworn deck, so I get to start, see my opening hand, and I decide to keep the Emptiness. No reason to set Emptiness, just to get it Lilat, right? Since the deck does play triple recharge, triple charge, you know, it's bound to happen that they will open with Lila. So I decide to drop my, what is it called, Sage Koya here, because I was going to end up with 7 cards in the hand, so I don't really want to discard anything. So there's Celestia sending 4 cards from the top of his deck to the grave, already milling the Necro Gardener, so that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, reveal the field spell Mount Sylvania and put that, what is it called, the Sprout? Yeah, the Princess Sprout on the top of my deck and make it level 7, so I can tune it up, eventually exceed with it for that rank 7 exceed, eventually go for All Save first. So I think I call a Miracle Fertilizer, I'm not really sure which card I called, but hit in the Marshall. So that's nice. I can pop the, what is it called, the Celestia and send his back row back to the top of his deck. Kinda was expecting my bot as a shield, so I wanted to give that threat back to him. Yep, and eventually go for that rank 7 Sylvan Exceed. Hit that one, I think I hit the Spore, right? So that was good. I'm able to bounce back my Fertilizer, the deadly combination in Sylvans to bounce back your own Fertilizer and use it again. You know, that shenanigans. So yeah, and again, he goes for, what's it called? I think it's Lumina. Yeah, Lumina. Try to reborn something from his grave, but I think he only has 3 Lightsworns in his grave. So, and I had double Emptiness. Double Emptiness MVP here, shutting the opponent's deck down. So I lead 1-0. Then Lightsworns gets to start, and that's just the turbo version of Lightsworns. You know, they charge, recharge, they fill up the grave, Gold Sark to banish that JD. Eventually double Lumina and the Garrot back then. That was a very strong play. Hope you get to mill a few Lightsworns with Garrot, so you can draw multiple cards. That was very devastating back then. Here maybe I make a few strange moves, but I think in the end it didn't use Spore, eventually banish also the Sage Koya, so I can again go for a rank 8 Exceed, mill the Princess again, so excavate it, that's the correct word. Special summon it on my side of the field, since again I still have my fertilizer. No, I had the blaster, right? Go for again that high avatar, exceeds, and I think I only milled or at least excavated my my leaf. So pop one of his cards and bounce back. I think I'm not really sure. I think yeah, bounce back the wolf to the top of his deck. So we knew he had that useless top deck wolf. Already flip over emptiness. I can't risk the JD in his hand. We know one JD is banned. I wasn't really sure if he already sent a JD to his grave here, but anyway, I decided to flip over emptiness. It was bound to get destroyed. If he had Lila, didn't really matter if he popped a field spell here. Anyway, so activate Fertilizer, Reborn, again that Hermitry, use the effect, eventually go for Felgrant, and now I'm in a very good position. I again have an emptiness to stop his JD, since we know he's going to get it back from the Gold Sarcophagus again, and Felgrant can bypass a possible Necro Guard, and I'm making the monster unaffected by effects, so flip over emptiness, and he's locked. You know, he has a useless wolf, I think double useless wolf, yeah. Previous turn, I also sent one of his wolves back to the top of his deck, he top decks into Recharge, so I think his only out here is Heavy Storm, which he milled, and he also draws into Cold Wave. But sadly for him, he cannot use Cold Wave, since you can only activate it at the start of your main phase 1, and he already activated his Solar Recharge. So now I can go for a game. Yeah, not even the Necro Guard is going to save him, thanks to that Felgrant, making the Hermitry unaffected by effects, so I can nicely attack for a game. GG, well played. So yeah, Sylvans take up the 9 points, the maximum here in the group. Definitely deserved, since I think that was, the best deck here in the group. And Lightsworns end up with 0 points. So next match, last match for the first round, Dark Worlds versus 6 Samurai. Very important match to see which deck goes on to the top 16. Guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.